Hi students, it's Miss Fox. I miss you already. We still have some important learning to do this week, even though I won't be with you. It's still important that we get this learning done, so I need your full attention so that we can learn something new that's very important. If you could please turn your cameras on if you're able to, that would be appreciated. If you can't, we understand, but just make sure you're participating. So we're going to be working on inferences and quoting accurately from the text today. So the first thing we need to think about is, what is an inference? In a moment, this video will be paused and you're going to either raise your hand and come off mute to say what an inference is, or type it in the chat. Pause this video now. That's right, students. Making an inference means making an educated guess based on background information and text evidence. So an inference is when the text or the book or the story doesn't say something directly or explicitly, but we can infer because we have background information already in our brain, and we can use the text evidence, what the text does directly to say, to generate an inference. And we're going to dive into this work today, and as we go through examples, this will make even more sense to you. So let's look at an example. Suppose a computer screen was broken in class. The teacher calls everyone together and asks, "Who did this?" Amanda bursts into tears. What can you infer from this scenario that I just read aloud? So in a moment, this video will be paused and you can either raise your hand and come off mute and say what you can infer, or you can type it in the chat. Please pause this video now. Wow, those were a lot of great inferences. Let me walk you through my thinking that allowed me to come up with an important inference. So the first thing I did was, when I noticed that Amanda burst into tears, I was thinking about why people cry. And my background knowledge told me that sometimes people cry when they feel bad or they feel guilty. I've seen that happen before. And then in the evidence section, what I wrote was, when the teacher asked who broke the computer, Amanda burst into tears. So when I put those two things together, the evidence that Amanda burst into tears when asked about who broke the computer, and my background knowledge that sometimes people cry when they feel bad or guilty, this allowed me to infer or make an inference that Amanda probably broke the computer screen, or she knows who did it. Nowhere in this text did it say Amanda broke it, or did it say she knows who broke it. That's why this is an inference. I was able to use my background knowledge and what it did say in the text to infer that Amanda probably broke it or knows who did. So we're going to watch a short video now that's going to help you really understand inferences, and then we'll come back together.